So I know still early, just 2 days of preseason, but is there anyone that has really stuck out to you so far?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's like, as you said, it's early, and we wanted to get the beep test done and play a little bit, so we're trying to give everybody the opportunity to play before they get super tired and super fatigued, and so you can evaluate them while they're still somewhat fresh. So, some guys had better days today than they did, on Saturday, and some guys fell off a little bit, and some guys stayed at the same thing. So it's always a mix, and it's a hodgepodge, and then we got to look at things positionally, who's stepping up, and what positions do they play as we put together our roster.
Beep test always a fun way to test fitness. How was everyone at the place that you're hoping them to be?
Yeah, I don't know if the players would agree it's a fun way to test fitness, but I think the players, again, it's the same. There's guys we were happy with, and there's guys we were a little disappointed with, but what it does is it allows us to set a plan as we go into the hard work of preseason, and be able to appropriately train the guys who are maybe a little bit below expectations right now, and we know that we can do different things with the guys who maybe exceeded our expectations, so it allows us to establish our training plan.
You guys head out for your first round of preseason here in just a few days. What are you hoping to accomplish down in California?
Well, California, the main thing is just to get our fitness base done. It's better. I mean, the weather here has been great. Right now, if we knew that was always the case, then we wouldn't need to go. But, just assuring ourselves a little bit of warmer weather, it's easier to get some of that fitness work done there. Training twice a day, playing a couple of games at the end of it. So, again, we can test people a little bit further and finalize our roster. But the main thing is to really build our fitness base with the core group of players that we have.
2 friendlies while you're down there, one against your former team that you coach, UCLA, and then also with the LA Galaxy. What are you hoping to get out of those 2 friendlies?
Well, just to get guys some time on the field. We'll probably play, nobody will play more than 45 minutes, so we'll play 2 groups. In the first game, we'll play 2 groups in the second game as well, and, sort of the end of their fitness, but it also gives us a chance to see how they look. We can try out some different groupings, some different combinations, so all of that is helpful. And I think all the teams, UCLA is different because they're obviously a college team in off-season training, but the Galaxy will be at the same stage we're at.
Any specific areas where you're trying to look at different combos?
Obviously, looking in the middle of the back, we want to see, we got Tyrone Mears here, see how that fits in, with him coming in at right back, and, seeing how that group then works together. We had different looks in midfield last year at times with Nagel and Papa and Evans, and, Andy Rose, Pineda, how does that all fit together? We won't have Clint down in LA, so in that portion of it, so we'll look a little bit different up front as well.
Have we talked to Clint? Just kind of where his fitness is at all since I know he's to the national team?
He's coming along. He's making strides. We felt it was really important for Clint because of the long season that he had last year. A season that basically started on January 1st and went all the way through the end of November. That we felt it was important for him to get time off and to take the month of December off. And so his prep going into the national team camp was probably not what it normally would have been going into a camp like that. But we felt it was more important for him to have that time off to get away because his body and mentally he needed that. And so now, he says he feels pretty good. Obviously feels he's in the middle of the fitness, woes, but he feels pretty good. We talked to him. He texted Dave Tenney before they left for Chile, so it was good.
We talked about Mears and looking at him at right back, but the flexibility of a journeyman professional like that, and what kind of luxury is that, and how does that help?
Well, it's great to have an experienced player like that, a guy who's played, a lot of games as he has at a good level. He's an experienced right back, so that helps us as well in our transition. We always have Evans that we can shove back out there as well. He's played there, so I think we have options there. But, certainly Tyrone, we felt was an important signing for us in the offseason. He was a good guy, fit in well with the group. And his experience factor was important to us as well.
Super Bowl, any thoughts?
Of course, we want the Seahawks to win, so there's not a lot of thoughts there. In New England, they're sort of, it's like, because New England is sort of connected to the Revolution, and we're connected to the Seahawks, so it makes a lot more sense for the Seahawks to win, and I'll stay away from the balls. I won't say anything there.
But when is he coming back? Do you know?
We'll be here today. Yeah.